Hey everyone, gonna be making another one of these videos where I'm ranking every single card of every single Pokemon, and this one was a suggestion, which is Yveltal. Again, if you have any suggestions for any Pokemon that you want to see me cover, just let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, let's talk about Kalos's Gen 6 Jet. What? Let's talk about Kalos's wonderful legendary Yveltal. Along with Xerneas, these two Pokemon make up the Creation and Destruction trio. No, wait. Yeah, something like that with Zygarde as well. Um, Yveltal is one of my personal favorite Pokemon just because of its design. I think it's one of the most edgy legendaries with like really cool design. Kind of reminds me of like a bird in a weird way, but I think it looks fantastic and all of its cards are super good, so this is going to be kind of hard to do. So firstly, let's talk about its first card, which is an X and Y base set. This card is illustrated by 5-band graphics. For a first appearance card, I think it's perfectly fine. I like the colors. I like the purple like lines flying off of the Pokemon. Um, and I don't know. I like how its face looks. I like how its design looks in this card. It's you get like its whole body in it, which is pretty cool. Pretty nice. It's pretty cool. I would put it into like B tier. Just for now. The thing about this video is that I actually created this whole video and it was perfectly fine, but my audio got messed up, so I had to re-record it. That's okay though. I don't mind re-talking about all these cards because Yveltal is a cool Pokemon and he definitely deserves some more love. Um, not, I mean, he's gotten some really cool cards over the years. I'm not saying that he deserves more love, like a lot more cool cards. I'm just saying like, you know, he's a cool Pokemon. That's Galvantula. Oops. Here's Yveltal. Okay, so Yveltal EX. This card is pretty dope, honestly. I really like how deep the dark, like black coloration is. You have like these like nice shiny bits on it, and then you have like the purple lightning, which is a theme that we're gonna see with a lot of different Yveltal cards. Oops, that's my previous list. Um, I'll put it in B tier for now, just because I think it does look quite nice. Let's see here. We have the full art, so the full art doesn't show up anywhere, which is annoying, but we actually have a picture pulled up right here. This one is by 5-band graphics. This card looks beautiful. I honestly really like it. I like how like deep purple nebulous the background is, and I like how he has like a gold outline around the Pokemon. Um, I don't know. I think for a first appearance EX, this is pretty dope. I would put it in S tier, just for a first S tier of the video. I think it's really awesome, honestly. I think the colors are great. I think you can see all of the Pokemon in it, which is perfect. That's what I like. Yeah, and I think it's a dope card. Next, we have this one by Tokia from Breakthrough. So Tokia is an artist who has many popular cards. They actually stopped creating cards back in Rebel Clash, so around a couple years ago now, which is unfortunate because I really like Tokia's artwork, and this card is no different. You got like that really nice looking blue glow on the Pokemon. You have like the bubbles kind of like flowing through its body. Its pose is wonderful, and you have like the deep city, like the dark city in the background. So you have like this Pokemon looming over the city. And oh my goodness, I keep doing that. I'll put it in A tier just because I really like it. Our next card is going to be the one from Generations. So this card is illustrated by Saya Saruta. This card is quite nice. I wouldn't say that's my favorite card from Generations, but I like the outline, like the white outline around the whole Pokemon. You have like the cutesy kind of like etched foreground of the card, and then you have like the tail here, the two arms, and then you have like these cool little paper mache kind of like crafts creations. I don't know how to exactly explain it, but I do think they look pretty cool. I think this card is not my favorite one so far, so I'll put it in C tier for now, but I don't hate it at all. Our next card is going to be the one from Steam Siege. This is illustrated by Hajime Kusujima. I really like Hajime Kusujima's artwork a lot. They stopped doing cards around the Sun and Moon era, so they stopped a little bit earlier than Tokia, but they both don't make cards anymore, which kind of sucks. I do like the colors on this card. Like I like the purple energy going towards the Pokemon, and the deep moon in the background is quite nice. Um, I just like how the Pokemon looks. I like how it's like glowing white, and it's like looking down. Looks pretty menacing, along with the gears to kind of represent Steam Siege. I keep doing that. I'll put this card in A tier though. I do think it looks quite nice, just overall. Next, we have the Yveltal Break. This one's also going to be from Steam Siege. I like the colors on this one actually. It's not like my least favorite break card of all time. There's definitely some break cards that I really don't like. This is not one of them. Honestly, I think Yveltal works as a break card just because I think that gold looks nicely on the Pokemon. Like I think it just looks nice overall. So I'll put it in C tier. I can't justify putting it in D tier just because it doesn't really make that much sense to me. Our next card is going to be the XY Promo Yveltal. This is also illustrated by 5-band graphics, and I feel kind of similar about it, like compared to the other Yveltal from X and Y base set, like the regular one. They're both pretty cool. They both have nice colors, but just in different ways, you know? I think the fur looks nice, but I think they're both similar in different ways. And I think I'm gonna move these down to C tier, not because I hate them, but just I think that makes more sense for me. Let's see here. Next, we've got this XY promo Yveltal. This one is nice. This one's by 5-Band Graphics as well. This one is nice as well. It gives off a different vibe than the regular EX, but in a good way. Like I feel like they're both kind of the same in terms of like their artistic vision. Like I think they both look good in their own ways. So I'll put them both in B tier just because I think that sounds pretty fair to me. Our next one is by Masakazu Fukuda. This card has a lot of black, a lot of deep dark shadows. You have like a light that pierces the background, like a black light. And then you have like a simplistic background, which is pretty typical for Fukuda. I love the colors. I just like a lot of stuff about this card, and I think it looks quite nice. Yeah, when they make Yveltal look menacing, I think it's a good thing. So I'll put this one right into A tier. Yveltal has a lot of like higher tier cards just because it's such a nice Pokemon. Yveltal EX, so this is another promo. This one's going to be a shiny promo, so this is the only appearance of shiny Yveltal in terms of like the TCG. Pretty interesting. I would have liked to see like a baby shiny in one of the shining sets, because that would have been cool. It's gotten 3 opportunities to get one and it hasn't gotten one yet, so hopefully next time, right? This one does look quite nice though. I like the colors. Like I like how shiny Yveltal looks. I think it looks pretty cool. So I think I put it in B tier, like top of B tier. All the EXs are in B tier, and I think that's fine. This card is going to be way higher though, the promo. So it doesn't show up on the website for some reason, but this is going to be the promo. So this card is gorgeous. It's illustrated by Hasuno. I already know because it just looks like their style. Everything in this card is so detailed. Like the gold border is beautiful, obviously indicative of the XY era. But like the tufts on like Yveltal's neck, they look so detailed and nice. You have like this Pokemon that looks super menacing. The colors are beautiful. You also have Xerneas in it as well, which is pretty cool, kind of like representing the X and Y era. I think that the card looks really beautiful. I really, really like it a lot. And yeah, not much else to say. I just think it looks like a really cool looking card. So it puts in an S tier for sure. Top of S tier for now. Our next card is going to be, let's see here. Oh, look. So this card has a really bad quality online, like really bad. I don't know why it's so bad on Cerebi, but I have it pulled up on Google here just to kind of like give us a better representation of the Pokemon. So this card is illustrated by Shin Nagasawa, who's an artist who I actually quite like. And this card really gives off a good vibe. I love how like menacing Yveltal looks, and it has like kind of semi-symmetry with like the dead trees in the background and then the glowing blue eye. You have like the deep foggy night or like just like the foggy background, which I think looks good for a Pokemon like Yveltal. I'll put it in A tier. There's just a lot of A tier Yveltal cards because it's just a cool Pokemon. So look at how bad these quality pictures are. I have them pulled up right here, so this is a lot better. This is by 5-Man Graphics again, and honestly, they really don't miss when it comes to Yveltal cards. Like in terms of like the special cards, like EXs and GXs. This full art Yveltal card is like perfect. You get to see the full Pokemon. You get to see it rendered quite well. You have like a purple electricity flying off of it as usual. And then you have like the deep purple moon in the background, like a purple haze as well, which I think looks really nice actually. So I'm gonna put it in top of B tier for now. Maybe A tier. I'm gonna move this one down to B tier. So already this list is a little bit different from how my other list was, but I'll put the GX like up in A tier. I think it does look really nice. Let's see here. So we also have the full art GX. Look at how bad that picture is. We have another one pulled up right here. So this is a little bit better image quality. Not a huge fan of the full art GXs in the Sun and Moon era just because they only look good in person. This one does not look incredible in terms of like a raw picture. I think with a texture it does look kind of nice, but I just don't think the blue, like the red accents of Yveltal really work with the kind of like black background. The blue highlight kind of makes it work, but at the same time, it's not really doing anything for me, honestly. I think it's even worse on the break card, personally. But I think that the rainbow is quite nice, actually. I think that the rainbow looks good, pretty good. Better than the full art for sure. I think that like keeping it all one color and keeping it like consistent definitely makes it a little bit more standy, like stand out-ish, I guess if you could say. The red glowing eye also does it a big favor there. I think that the rainbow background is nicer, and the sun and moon rainbows are really nice, so I'll put this one a little bit higher for sure. I'll put it like in C tier, maybe like higher C tier, like top C tier. I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's pretty okay. And the next card said, look at how bad this quality is. But this artwork is beautiful. Like one of my favorite Yveltal cards ever created. This is by Misa Susi. This card is gorgeous. I don't know. There's something about this card that just really like draws me in. Colors are really nice. Let me open it in a new tab here. Or open image in a new tab here. Yeah, look at how like detailed this card is. Like you have like this beautiful, like intimidating Pokemon that's like radiating this yellow aura. You have like the sharp tail, the sharp hands, and then you have like this really beautiful like mane. You have like the electricity flying off of it. Yeah, I think it's like very radiant, and I think it looks really nice in that aspect. Overall, I would say it's definitely one of my favorite Yveltal cards, just because I think it looks really nice. So I'll put it high A tier. That's where I'm putting it. Next is from Unified Minds. This card is by Sui. This card is pretty cool. It's not my favorite Yveltal card, honestly. Just because I can't really see its whole body. I like it when I can see Yveltal's whole body in a card. I think that's what I prefer. Um, Not a bad card by any means, but I'm just gonna have to put in like low C tier. I think that's fair. Our next card is going to be the Shining Fates Amazing Rare card. So this is another Yveltal card illustrated by Hasuno, and I think Hasuno did a great job on this one again. The rainbow like outline around the Pokemon, you have like the red, the purple, the blue and white and stuff like that. It makes it look like it stands out for sure. And then you have like the rainbow like edges, the rainbow like swirl. I think it looks very nice. Um, yeah, not much else to say. I think the proportions are nice. I think the proportions are nice. I think the colors are good, so I think I'm gonna put it in B tier, like a high B tier. I think that's fair to me. Our next card is gonna be the Celebrations one by Akira Gawa. So Akira Gawa is my personal favorite artist in the Pokemon TCG. I think that they did a fantastic job with this card, and let me tell you why. So I think that the rainbow like outline of this Pokemon makes it look like it stands out very well. You have a very nice looking pose with the Yveltal looking up, which is something that we don't usually see. You have its tail kind of like coiling around, and then you have like the arms spread wide out. You have like these nice trees, and it all swirls into one point here at the Yveltal, but you also have like the sunset in the background, which looks fantastic, honestly. Um, so yeah, overall, I think that's a really nice Yveltal card. And like I said, he gets really, really good cards. Not quite as good as this one, in my opinion, but I think it's still up here for sure. Our next one is going to be the Fusion Strike one by Kawayu. So this card by Kawayu is quite nice. I love Kawayu's style personally. They're one of my favorite artists. Again, I like how it's shooting at a laser. That's something that we haven't seen so far in Yveltal cards, which is cool. Um, it, it's just like I don't know. It's kind of hard to stand up to a lot of these other cards, so I'll put it in like top, maybe like right here, like top-ish of C tier. The next one though is also by Koei, and I think they did a better job with this one. I don't know why I think that. I think that they just made the red a little bit more vibrant, which is a good thing. Like I think Koei's style really works with this Pokemon, which is probably why they got two cards. But I think that the red on this one looks a lot better than the red on the other one, just more vibrant. It's just a lot more vibrant. It just looks a little bit nicer in my opinion. You have like the clouds in the background as well, like those like cartoony kind of like illustrated clouds. Um, and I think that the artwork itself looks quite nice. So I'm gonna put it in like top of B tier, like up here, maybe bottom of A tier. Here, let me swap these around real quick. That's cool. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. Our next card is going to be the Yveltal Art Rare from Paradox Rift. This is by Masako Tomi, who's a pretty recent artist when it comes to the Pokemon TCG. I think for like one of their first like debut cards, they knocked it out of the park. Yeah, the colors on this card are really great. Like you have like the orange kind of like sprawling in with the blue, sprawling in with the pink, sprawling in with the purple and the yellow. It all mixes into one like beautiful like kind of interesting looking painting almost. Like these colors have like attributes of paint. They have no outlines. They just kind of look like blobs of color, which is like such a unique idea, honestly. The clouds are like super like traditional in terms of like their design. The flowers are really beautiful as well, and you have like these mountains as well. And then you have the Yveltal obviously in the middle. Very menacing, very symmetrical, which is cool. The only thing that's not symmetrical is its head, but I think this artwork itself is just like it just is an art piece. It's just so entrancing to look at. So I'm gonna put this in S tier. I think it's my second favorite Yveltal card, which is saying a lot because Yveltal has some good cards, just like this one. So this is by Sei Nanahara. This is in one of the more recent sets in Crimson Haze, or no, not Crimson Haze. It's in Night Wanderer, I think. This artwork is just fantastic. I don't know what else to tell you. It just I think it looks really good. Like the kind of like blood flame attributes that they have on the Pokemon looks it stands out. The colors, the tuft looks really nice because it's in their style. And then you have like these like black ink on the talons. Really interesting. You have like a bunch of debris flying around, and then you have like just the Pokemon. You can see the whole body, which is nice, and you have like these traditional trees in the background. For a final card, I'll put it in A tier. That's pretty good. And yeah, that was Yveltal. If you guys have any other comments, concerns, or anything like that, just let me know. And look at the comparison between these two lists. I think they're pretty equal. Um, I only have one. Actually, that's kind of funny. So this is the one that I just did, right? Rainbow is in top of C tier, regular is in bottom of D tier. Look, it's literally the exact same. The only thing that's different in this list is that I put the GX in A tier, and this one I put it in the top of B tier. So it's pretty close, actually. Um, This one, the Sei Nanahara one that I just finally ranked, is in the same spot. All three of the top cards are in the exact same spot. This Kawaii card, the second to top C tier one, is the exact same in both spots. This one just has a little bit more C tier cards. Um, yeah, pretty balanced, pretty fair actually, all things considered. This is the tier list that I just made. Yeah, but if you guys have anything you want to let me know about, just tell me in the comments. And like I said before, if there's any other Pokemon that you want to see me do this for, then just let me know in the comments and I'll get to it, okay? Have a nice day. Bye.